My name is Nyabinya, and this is Nyabi's Mod Academy. I created this channel to be an outlet to post gameplay mod tutorials, and today we will be downloading The Sims 4 Studio. It's a very simple tutorial, but it can often get very confusing. So let's get started. So here I have my desktop, and you can use any browser. I use Opera GX, and I'll just wait for it to load. And we'll be going to Sims 4 Studio just in your search bar. It should be the very first link. And as you can see, it'll take us to this page, which is actually a little confusing. It has 4 links for downloading Sims 4 Studio. And just so you know, when you have the Sims 4 Studio installed, you'll want to come back often to check out the Sims 4 Studio news, because sometimes it can break and you'll have to reinstall it or update it, and this is where you'll find it. See, so for the new businesses and hobbies pack, there was an update with the tattoo batch fix, so that's where you would download that. But this is for downloading Sims 4 Studio, so let's continue. So we'll go to downloading and installing Sims 4 Studio. And there's 3 links here. Downloading Sims 4 Studio is where we're going to go. We can just ignore the other 2. And then this one is, I would say ignore that you need registration. You only need registration if you want to have questions and answers. I have a Sims 4 Studio registration because I feel like it's important if I have any questions or want to answer anything. So because I'm on Windows, I'm going to go to Sims 4 Studio Wishes. And the Crystal Creations pack broke the community tested version, so we'll just skip that. We're going to be using the beta version, so let's go to Star Open Beta. That one's just the Mac version if you're following along. And then this has a lot of text about how to use the new Sims 4 Studio beta. It has all of the things you need to know, but we're just going to ignore that for now. And there are alternate download links, but I mostly focus on the installer because I feel like it's the most simple way to download the application. So we're on a Google Drive for installing the Sims 4 Studio, and we'll just hit download. And you can download the installer to any file or just your desktop if you want, because it'll take you through how to download the Sims 4 Studio. So we're downloading this. It says it can't scan the file for viruses, but it's honestly not that important. So I have a couple files on my desktop, but I'll put it into tutorial series because I'm going to be making more tutorials on modding. So we'll click on Install Star. Windows protected your PC. That's really not important. There's no issues with Sims 4 Studio. So that was just a pop-up. This is the EULA. You just hit I accept the agreement, hit next. And then I usually put mine in my file that has more room. So, but if you have more room in your C drive, that's totally fine. So I had this installed before, which is why it's saying that. Okay. This is if you want to create a desktop shortcut. It's really how much you're gonna mod. You could either just have it in the folder, or you can also have it as a shortcut. So now it's downloading. Alright, and it looks like it downloaded. So to make sure that everything worked properly, let's see. We're gonna try to launch the Sims 4 Studio. Alright, and this is my creator name. These are all my test packages. And to make sure that it's working, it did save my settings too, which is great. So even if you uninstall it, it'll still save your settings. You want to make sure that all of your paths in your settings are to your Sims 4 folders. Like I said, I always have my folder set to D because I have more space in my D drive. This is my Blender path, so if you have Blender installed for animations or making custom content, this is where you'll put your file path. Of course, it's usually does it for you, so I didn't have to do any of this. Let's create a package. Create empty package, and you can name it anything you want. So, and you can also put these wherever you want. This is just so you can make them, but if you want to test your mods, you have to drag it into the mods folder. So this is my mods folder, and you can see I have a couple of mods already here. But I will move it to my tutorial series and say test mod. And then you're here with an empty package, and let's see, just to test, we're gonna go to extract tuning. Extract tuning we'll learn a bit later, but I'm just curious to make sure that this is working. Okay. Interaction. And we can pick something like make drink. Add to current package. Okay. Sometimes this extract tuning doesn't work, which is why I'm testing this. The first time I installed the Sims 4 Studio, it had some issues, and I realized that it was because the new pack broke everything, so I had to wait for that to get fixed. And yeah. So it looks like for the animation tuning, we can see the XML, which we'll mess with in future tutorials. We can see all the data. If we want to rename it, we can name it Nyabi, and then we put 2 colons. It'll change the instance name and the tuning ID, so that way it's our own custom animation. And yeah, and there you have it. You successfully downloaded and installed the Sims 4 Studio. You're now ready to start modding and creating your very own content for The Sims 4. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into how to use The Sims 4 Studio and all of its awesome features. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss it.